After the first night, they don't matter. I search for one much better. She emotional like she been battered, but this shit just don't add up. I'm subtracting my feelings when the pills pop. I'm milling, cut my phone.
Yo, what's your man 3K the Boss, aka Mr. Two Hands Up. Pop, pop. You know what it is, man. Coming to aka the Boxing Gang, Shang Tsung. Coming to y'all to talk to you again today about more boxing news, man, more boxing politics, and we'll kick some more bullshit with my people, man. Y'all know how it go, man. You know what I'm saying, man. There's this young guy coming up I really like, man, already doing this thing. He got a fight about to take place real soon by the name of Demtri Bivol, man. If y'all ain't watched this kid, man, y'all need to watch him. He's an assassin. He's already a champion, man. So let me go ahead and give y'all the breaking news on what's taking place about the bout, and let me get y'all a little bit more familiar with Demtri if you don't already know who he is. It's Mr. Two Hands Up. Let's go. As it states on, and this information comes boxing news via Boxing News 24. If y'all looking for the information on other breaking news and information on your favorite boxers alike, you can go ahead and check that out there. You know what it is. We got Demtri Bivol. He's taking off against, you know, Joe Smith Jr. Bivol, you know, is 15-0 with 11 knockouts. He putting his strap on the line for the 5th time, and it's been smooth sailing since he's destroyed Trent Broadhurst, you know, inside a round in his first defense in November 17. If you haven't seen that fight, y'all should check that out. The Russian has puts Sullivan Barrera, Isaac Chilemba, and Jean Pascal to the sword since the win in Monaco. And now the hard-hitting Russian goes against head-to-head with Smith Jr., 24-2 with 20 knockouts. The Long Island man fights for his first world title against Bivol, and the 29-year-old has vowed to pour everything out has vowed to pour everything out of himself to land the crown. And the defending champ believes that their styles will gel great for a banging clash. He's a strong guy, said Bivol. I saw his first fight against Bernard Hopkins, and he's really strong. He had the same age like me. He's young, but he has some minus points like many fighters that I would use to my advantage for my win. He moves forward a lot, and this is a good challenge for me to stop him. I saw it in his eyes when I met him. He wanted my belt, and I'm glad, because the only way to get that is to make it a good fight. And that's straight out the champ's mouth, Demtri Bivol. And he continues to go on to say, we both have very different styles. When two guys meet in the ring and different styles in boxing, it usually makes for a good fight. I think it'll be a good fight for the boxing fans. To be honest, he was like, I don't even think about the belt. I just think about who my opponent is and what he can show me in the ring. He was like, that's all I think about, and how I should beat him. In hindsight, I feel I should just beat him. Of course the belt is good for history, but I only think about my opponent. And that's real good, man, because the belt can stand in your way mentally, and you don't need none of that, man. You should always just focus on, you know what I'm saying, who your opponent is. Always keep your opponent in the crosshairs, man. The belt ain't nothing but a strap. It's a little bit more glory and a little something to go on, you know what I'm saying, go with your legacy. But the opponent standing in front of you is trying to do you bodily harm. So if your focus ain't there, your focus ain't on winning the fight and retaining the belt. And if that don't let you know anything about Demtri Bivol, that tells you that, you know what I'm saying, the Russian destroyer is basically saying that he doesn't allow himself to get big-headed. The newfound fame and all of the eyes on him, you know, doesn't mean anything to him. He's just all about putting his work in, coming out, giving an outstanding performance for the fans, and doing what he needs to do, securing wins. Like Anthony Joshua would say it, man, he's just thinking he's only a champ until the actual date of the fight. So, you know, he has a very tough match going up with his counterparts, fighting Bernard Hopkins. Whether it was old Bernard, we know Bernard Hopkins won, you know, won a strap at the age of probably 46. Probably holds the record for the oldest, you know, belt holder in boxing history. You know, it's either him or George Foreman, I believe. But either way, that just lets him know the caliber of opponents that his guys went up against. He has already 20 knockouts. You know, he's a very hard hitter. You know, has a very aggressive style. Demtri Bivol, he moves very light on his feet. He has middleweight legs, the way he can move around the ring. Has very good accuracy and a very strong punch. You know, and he's very technically sound. So this should be a good bout, man. You know, Mr. Two Hands Up, pop, pop. You know what it is. Always got to give you the news, man, and give it to you straight. You know, so let's see what else we got next on the list. Normally, you know what I mean, I don't really do too much, you know what I'm saying, reading off too much, but when it's going to be the boxing news, we just going to give it to y'all straight at the source instead of me having to continue to write it down. So I'm just go ahead and be able to run that through there, run through that for y'all real quick. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, and the boy Sam Maxwell is gunning for O'Hara Davies fight. That should be a real good matchup too. Pop, pop. You know what it is. Man, we got some bad news, man. The very beloved heavyweight heavyweight champ Frank Bruno. He's being treated in the hospital for pneumonia right now. You know what I'm saying? We hope you get better, champ. You know what I mean? We praying for you to have a speedy recovery. You know what I'm saying? He was very loved in the UK, and he was loved over here as well, man. So shouts out to Frank Bruno, man. Hope you get well, my G. Respect. Oh yeah, and if y'all don't know, if y'all don't remember this damn boxing on this exact day, you know, yeah, back, your man Tony Ballou sent your man, he sent your man David Hay through them ropes, man. So shout out Tony B, man. Shout out David Hay, man. Both of those guys were great champs, man, and they really gave it up in the UK, man. Respect them dudes, man. And oh yeah, Tony, if ain't nobody told you, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. You was a beast in Creed 1, man. Respect, man. Keep doing it, bro. Keep doing it, because your acting game was on point, even though it was about the sweet science, and I know that's what you do, and that's what we all come here for, the sweet science. So, man, big respect to you, homie. All right, man. Then let's go into this, man. Deontay Wilder. We know he's sitting around. He's running around. He's doing this whole. He's running around with what I like to call his very inflated King Kong. You know what I'm saying? Ego, you know what I mean? Just you know what I'm saying, just running around popping shit to everybody, just giving, you know what I mean, basically just his constant rants or whatever. Yeah, he the king, everything go through him, blah 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 blah, you know what I'm saying? Well, it so has it that you have a date for May 13th or the 18th, I believe, but I'm 90% sure it's the 13th, that you're supposed to be fighting in Las Vegas or New York. So what's up? I'm just saying, it's only one of the three guys you could pick. I understand it seems like it's a hard thing for you to juggle, you fucking clown. You know what I'm saying? It's a hard thing for you to juggle because the three of the guys you're facing, it has to be Dillian White, it has to be Dominic Brazil, or it has to be, you know what I'm saying, that Polish killer, you know what I'm saying, the young boy coming up that's undefeated, Adam Kalinacki. You know what I'm saying? But please, I beg you to pick Adam Kalinacki to go ahead and think you're going to sleep on that boy and he's going to knock you out with that, you know what I'm saying, slept on power that he has and that bully style he has coming forth and applying heavy pressure, because one thing we know you can't stand is pressure. Oh yeah, number two, Dillian White, very seasoned, great British fighter, you know what I'm saying, came from nothing, had a child at 15, you know, had a son at 15, and had to, you know what I mean, take care of home very early, very mature. He's a dog in every sense of the word. He defines what it is to be called a man, and he says what's on his mind, not worried about the repercussion. He manages himself, and, you know, he manages himself well as with these sharks outside of the ring, and he's definitely a shark that, you know what I'm saying, and with carnivorous features in the ring, you know what I'm saying. He quick to show his teeth, man. True grit style fighter, man. Real John Wayne with the gloves, you know what I'm saying. So, you know, and I know you don't want Dillian Whyte, but it should be Dillian Whyte, considering he has the better pedigree than Brazil. You know, Joshua swole that boy up all types of sideways. He looked like when Tommy Hitman Hearns and Martin Lawrence got in a fight, and Martin was like, I don't want to fight no more. I don't want to fight no more. But that's a story for another day. Either way, you know what I'm saying, you got mandatories out here, man. Go ahead and pick somebody, man, so we can watch you get beat the hell up. You know what I mean? I don't wish nothing bad on you, but you know, when I hear a person talk about something, when they get in the ring and they fight you, they always come out in a different mental state, or they come out in a different physical state. Your ego is just too far gone, brother. And just what you said about Brazil and the child talking about you want to see, you know what I'm saying, as far as you want to catch a body in the ring, man, this is a sport, man. You know what I'm saying? What about Adonis Stevenson, man? What about, you know what I'm saying, that very saddening Nigel Benn fight back in the day? You know what I mean? You not thinking, your head's not on straight. So, you know what I mean? With that being said, bro, you know, go ahead and pick your mandatory, catch your L, be mad that you did this to yourself, man, because the type of energy you put in the world only comes back, you know. So if you put positive energy in the world, it's going to come back, great for you. But if you put negative energy in the world, it's going to come back ×2 or even more ×10. So it seems you had a tendency to put, you know, negative energy in the world. So that's why you're still sitting there looking for an opponent in the 3 that you have to face, because you can't get a blockbuster match because everybody, you know what I'm saying, all the other British fighters are making the kind of money that you only dreamed of. So what does that say about you? What does that say about your character? Well, how does that make you feel inside? You know, but we as fighters, man, we already know how to feel, you know. And I'm sorry, you know, to all of you other people out there that have your little nasty comments when I have to speak on Deontay Wilder and the lack of decisions that he's making, and y'all getting y'all feelings and y'all try to bash me on in the comments. The difference between you, me, and y'all haters are, the fact is that I'm not afraid to show my face. I'm not afraid to, you know, make my presence felt, and I'm not afraid to speak my mind. I don't have to hide behind anything. That's why you get me and the real me in front of the camera all the time. Now, when are we going to see the real Deontay Wilder? You know, since y'all so mad at me, y'all should be mad at him, man. And I'm only going to tell you thanks for watching, man. Because, you know what I'm saying, you probably needed some real talk in your life anyway, man. Because, and you know, that's all we got for today, man. Deontay Wilder needs to step it up. You know, you got mandatories. Who are you going to pick? Are you going to pick anyone? I mean, what's the purse going to be like? I mean, how many seats are you going to sell? Since everybody else seems to be cartoon characters playing with your emotions. You the king. Everything runs through you. Well, everybody's fighting, and the king is just sitting looking more like a court jester. So I just would hope that you do a little bit more, man. And to Anthony Joshua, man, big shouts out to you. Keep continuing doing what you're doing, man. You know, go hard in your sparring for this camp. You know, Gerald Miller talking real crazy in the audience. Everybody believes you an underdog. I even seen something on in the news today that they have a article talking about the 17 reasons why you'll lose this fight, and I just took mental notes and created my own little article to share with you guys verbally, that I could tell you 50 reasons or 99 reasons why Jarrell's going to get his head bounced off the canvas and his body contorted in positions in ways that he didn't even know he could bend before. We won't have to call him Jarrell the Big Baby Contortionist. Man, and as always, man, it's your man 3K the Boss 301, man. Mr. Two Hands Up. Pop, pop. You know what it is. Keeping it 100, keeping it my respect intact. And as always, and especially for you LDBC, dick riding, hating ass, Rainbow Coalition ass like niggas, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga like me no mind. Respect.